Hey team, welcome to this full body light dumbbell 20 to 25 minute workout. I am Laura Hutchinson, the fit pregnant chick, and I have designed this program to be suitable for all trimesters. I've also designed this workout to be suitable for pregnancies that have no complications. So if in doubt, do reach out to your medical provider and just double check that this would be okay for you before you get going. This workout is part of the Thrive series where I'm going live 3 times a week with 2 follow along dumbbell workouts just like this and 1 follow along LISS, which is low intensity, steady state cardio workout for as long as I can in my 3rd trimester. So please join me each week. Please work out alongside me no matter what trimester you are in. And let's just try and keep strong, sculpted, fit and healthy together as we go through this journey. What equipment are you going to need? Really not much. You definitely need water, so make sure you've got a big bottle of water handy. We're going to work with dumbbells. I'm using 5 kilogram dumbbells, which are 11 pounds. You might use heavier, go for it. Ignore those in the corner. I just couldn't be bothered to move them, but we're not using those dumbbells. Well, I'm not. Maybe you would be. You can go lighter. You could even use like soup cans, bottles of water in your hands. And you can ditch the weights whenever you want to and just do body weight as well as that. Let me think what else we need. A yoga mat. I'm probably not going to use mine because this carpet's lovely and soft. So yoga mat if you need it, if your floor is firm or hard. We're going to need a cushion or a pillow for some sort of squeezes later, which will work into the pelvic floor and into the adductors. And also we're going to be using a chair to sit on when it comes to that. We're going for a 2-minute warm up into some supersets with the weights and body weight exercises, a little bit of core at the end, a stretch at the end, and then we will be done. Let's get started. Where is my remote for my timer? I've hidden it somewhere. I don't even know. Here we go. I had set it there and I moved it. So I have 2 minutes on my timer. Let's get a little bit loosened up and then we're going to get into our weights. Soft knees. I just want you to roll the shoulders up and down the back. We're going to work into the side of the body and into the hips to loosen up. Let's change direction. Elbows, shoulders. I'll come a bit closer. Up and forwards. Beautiful. I just want you to take an inhale. Draw your arm up. As you exhale, a gentle stretch to the side. Relax that arm down. Breathe in. Arm up and into the ear. And as you exhale, lean to the side. Other side. Breathe in. And out. Release that down. Breathe in. And out. Good. Take those hands to those hips. Bring those feet as wide as is comfortable. And let's take it into some hip rolls. Any direction. Change direction. Good. I'm going to turn sideways. You're looking good as you are. We're going to do some hip tilt and tucks. Hands on your hips. I want you to tilt your hips back, stick your butt out, and now tuck those hips under. Push those glutes forwards. We're gonna tilt, we're gonna tuck. We're gonna look like we're twerking. 2 more. Tilt and tuck. Let's add a breath into this one. Inhale as you tilt. Exhale as you tuck. Now, keep that tuck. Ribs are stacked over hips, feet quite wide, and just take it into a couple of body weight squats, trying to keep that tucked feeling. Ribs over hips. So rather than a very arched back, hips tilting out, we're tucking everything under. It creates more stability around that core, around the baby. 1 more, and rest. Whew, okay. First water break. Grab 1 if you need 1. You can stop this video at any time. Pause this video anytime. I have water breaks built in, but if you need more, you get more. We're going to come into our supersets now. Grab 1 dumbbell. To begin with, we are going to work into some goblet squats. Hold your weight like this. Bring it up to your chin. Feet wider than shoulders. I'm going to tilt my hips and stick my butt back and then tuck my hips before I begin. Ribs over hips. And we squat. Good. Body weight or weighted. Breathe. In general, you're just going to free breathe if you want to, which means you just breathe as and when you can. If you want to add a focused breath, I'm going to breathe into the floor, out from the floor. Inhale and exhale. If you want to add even more of a squeeze, on the way up, I scoop my pelvic floor up like I'm zipping it up. I relax it on the way down. Zip it back up again. One more. Rest. Well done. Okay, we'll do the first one without any weight. Weights are down. A standing leg raise. Hold the wall, hold a chair. We're gonna bend the knees. We're just gonna take a leg out to the side. Soft bend at knees. Let me face you. So imagine I'm holding the wall or my chair, which is over there. And you could do these standing. It's going to be more of a challenge for the core. Center of gravity changes as that bump grows bigger. So, supported with the wall or without. Good. A gentle brace of the abs. Like you're hugging your baby with muscle. Will provide you some stability and rest. Whew. Get your breath back. Breathe. Good. So we can use the wall of the chair for the balance support, or we can challenge that core without it. Let's grab our dumbbell again. One, or if you want to hold two up there, be my guest. I'm going to go for the one. Feet as wide as my bump allows and needs. I'm going to tilt my hips, and then I'm going to tuck my hips, making sure that I've stacked ribs over hips before I begin the squat. Good. No, I'm giving a lot of teaching points here. We do want to keep thinking about our technique. The more you do these workouts, I'll give the same style of techniques over and over again. They'll become familiar to you. Breathe in general. Free breathing. Or concentrated breath. Breathe into floor, out from floor. I know that can get a bit confusing, trying to coordinate it all, so it's up to you. And rest. Well done. Weights are down. You're doing so well. How are you feeling? Yeah? One more exercise, then we're gonna get that water break. So hold wall, hold chair. We're just gonna stand by holding on to anything. Knees soft and squeeze. Let me face you once again. So here we're working into the sides of the glutes, working into the abductors. Good, and that's squeeze. Try not to, swing. Think about squeezing. You'll find the body will try and do this. Let's try and keep that body upright. And work into those butt cheeks. Isolate into those good glutes. Last two. I'm liking the look of your glutes. Give me one more squeeze. Good, butt is looking good. Well done. Okay, water break time. Grab your drink. We're gonna rest the lower body. We're gonna work into the upper body. Take as long as you need. Remember, pause the video if you need to. Grab your dumbbells. Okay, 4 front raises, 4 side raises in this first superset. Knees soft, shoulders down the back. Let go. Either raise 2 arms or 1 arm at a time. Take your time. But you're gonna do 4 each arm. And then from here, take it into 4 side raises. I'm gonna do mine sideways. Once again, I'm thinking about tucking my hips under. Let's do 1 arm at a time. That can help brace the abs a little bit more because it is a very forward movement. So 4 each arm, 1 arm at a time. Good. And then we take it into 4 side raises. Working into the side of that delt, side of the shoulders. I breathe out and in. out, and in, and rest. Okay, good. We're gonna take this into rear delt fly, backs of the shoulders. Give yourself the space that you need. Take feet pretty wide, and then I want you to push your butt back that it was as far as is comfortable. Soft knees. We're gonna squeeze into the backs of those shoulders. Good. I definitely have to stand taller than what I would have pre-pregnancy. Just the back gets a bit more tired leaning forwards. Body's just a bit heavier now, leaning forwards. Good, let me face you. Squeeze into the back of those shoulders. Whew. One more. Let's rest. Let's put those weights down for our rest. Good. Get your breath back. So the whole way through those shoulder movements, I'm still thinking about gently squeezing, bracing my abs as if someone's gonna punch me in the stomach, which we really don't want when we're pregnant. But that kind of, that brace, that squeeze, like I'm trying to hug my baby with muscle for the stability while still breathing through the exercise. Let's come back into shoulders. Shoulders down back. Tilt, tuck. Let's go. 4 each arm. Good. So to help stabilize that core canister, the abdominals, the pelvic floor, I'm thinking about pulling my navel into my spine to create that good tension in the center. And I'm just thinking about breathing as much as I can. And I've lost count here. I think that was 4 each side. And then we're coming into the 4 side raises. Whew. Just you breathe. Let's focus a little bit more on the brace into the abs. Once you've done 4 to the side, we're back to the front. So as I raise, my feet are planted and I'm bracing into my abs, like I'm hugging my baby with muscle as I breathe. Giving a bit of tension, a bit of pressure, nice and stable. Good. Let's finish off these side raises. If you're keeping with me, last 2. Woo. Last 1. Oh my gosh, arms are burning, well done. In between, relax your stomach. It's important to contract and then relax again. Last time, we're coming for that rear delt fly. Feet are wide. Push my butt back. I'm pulling my navel towards my spine, my abs up away from the floor, and I'm gonna squeeze. You can even do these in sets of 4. Then stand up, take a second. Whew. Then come back in. Let me turn a little bit more sideways. So it's up to you. 4. Then stand up, take a second, and then come back in if you need it. If you don't need it, don't take it. Whew. And we're back in. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Hey, well done. Okay. Pop those weights down. Oh, it is hot. You're doing amazing. Grab your water break. We are nearly there. We're halfway now. We're going to work now into our lats, into our back muscles, and we're going to mix it with a push-up. So we'll do both back exercises standing, and then we'll come down to the floor for our push-up. Grab your dumbbells again. Okay, so what we're working with at the moment is 40 seconds of an exercise and about 20-second rest in between, roughly. Okay, feet wider than shoulders. Gonna roll those shoulders down the back, tilt the hips, tuck the hips, push your butt back, draw navel to spine, and then we're gonna row. You could do, say, 8 reps, and then take a second to stand up if you feel that your posture's going, and then bring it back in. Getting away from that tilt, you want that tuck. Ribs over hips. We push the hips back. Let me face you. I'm drawing my navel into my spine and rowing. Rowing into the lat. Side of the back. Once you've done 8, you could stand up. Give it a little reset. We've got 10 seconds and then we're coming back in for that row. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Pop those weights down for a second. Get the breath back. Breathe sleepy. Breathe deeply. Let's go again. Grab your dumbbells. Okay. Shoulders down back. So feet is as wide as comfortable for your bump. Let's do the tilt. Let's do the tuck. We're stacking those ribs over those hips and let's push our butts back. 8. Good. Rowing. If you want to add that focused breath, I breathe into the floor, out from floor. I'm just happy that you're breathing. Once you've done your 8, stand up. Take a second to shake it out and then come on back in. Push the butt back and we row. 8, 7, 6, good, row with me. 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Weights are down. Grab a mat if you want to. I don't need my mat, my carpet's soft enough, so roll your mat out and come to the floor. It's maybe already there, or come down if you've got quite a nice soft floor. We're going to make a bit of a diamond sort of shape. It was a bit of a triangle, isn't it? It's more of a triangle. So kind of like make a triangle with your hands and then bring those hands slightly wider. We're coming to hands and knees. A diamond push-up. My elbows go slightly out the way. Let me face you. Here, so you'll see the way the elbows are going out. I'm breathing into the floor, out from the floor. Into floor, out from floor. As I breathe out from the floor and push back up, I'm drawing my navel, my belly button in, and my pelvic floor up. We can relax down, squeeze up. Relax down, squeeze up, rest, good. It's quite a lot of instruction. I just want you to think working in the chest, triceps. Those elbows go out wide, but come down to the floor. Just breathe. You're gonna breathe into the mat, out from the mat. Or into the floor, out from the floor. Get that triangle, open it wide. Let's go. I breathe in, out, in, and out. Whoa. These are tough. You're working with your body weight, which most likely will have increased or is increasing. It will be as you go through your pregnancy. But the weight of the baby, the placenta, increased blood volume in the body, amniotic fluid. There's a lot more going on here, a lot more to push away from the floor. I breathe into floor, out from floor, and rest. Well done. Take a second. Okay, grab some water if you need it. We're gonna do 1 minute of legs. Just 30 seconds of a leg each side, and then we're gonna finish with just a little bit of core and pelvic floor work with our cushion. Grab your dumbbell. Grab one dumbbell. Okay. Stand with your feet just wider than your shoulders. You are gonna keep, I'll turn sideways. You're gonna put your left leg in front. Bring your right leg behind. Bring that left hand to your hip. And bring that right hand in front of your leg. Let me turn this way. Okay, for 30 seconds, a single leg deadlift. We're going to push the hips and the butt back, and just lean as far forward as you need to get a stretch into your glutes and your hamstrings. I breathe into floor, out from floor. Into floor, out from floor. Good. 3 more in this leg. Also put that arm out for balance. And let's swap. I'm just going to swivel. So now I've got my right leg in front, left leg behind, weight in my left hand. You could also hold the wall, catch your balance, slight squeeze into the abdominals, and when you're ready, push those hips back. Good. Just you lean until where you feel the stretch. Have your feet as wide as is comfortable. Let me face you, to give yourself that space for your bump. And you can do anything with that spare hand. Breathe into floor, out from floor. Breathe in and out. Whew. Good. Last 2. Last one. Well done. Okay, we're gonna sit down. Whew. Weights are down. Grab a drink if you need to. Let me see, yeah, that looks okay. All right, I'll keep my little sweat towel there because I'm sweating. We're gonna come to sit on whatever chair is comfortable for us. I want you to grab a pillow, a cushion. It doesn't have to be as big as this. This is a pretty big one. And we're just gonna place it towards our knees. But I want you to shuffle your butt towards the end of your chair. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to work a little bit of pelvic floor work here, which will work a little bit into the adductors, inner thigh as well. I want you just to take a long breath in. And as you do, relax your pelvic floor. We're going to imagine our pelvic floor like an elevator. This may help you. I'll give you some of our visualization options as well. But for now, that pelvic floor, that elevator is on the ground floor. I didn't tell you to breathe out there. I'm sure you've already exhaled now. Let me keep on top of the breathing now. I want you to take a breath in. Relax the pelvic floor. It's on the ground floor. Now as you exhale, pull up on your pelvic floor. Squeeze into the cushion and hold that squeeze. We've lifted that pelvic floor up 1 floor off the ground floor. And then inhale, relax your knees. You need to hold on to that cushion, doesn't drop, and relax the pelvic floor. So it's just like we're going to lift the pelvic floor like an elevator, up a floor, down a floor, up a floor, and down a floor. Okay, so we're going to breathe in, relax pelvic floors on the ground floor. As you exhale, squeeze the cushion, draw that pelvic floor up, lift that elevator up off the ground floor. Inhale, relax knees, relax pelvic floor back down to the ground floor. And again, we're gonna exhale, squeeze in, knees in, lift that pelvic floor up off the floor. You can also imagine like you're zipping up your pelvic floor muscles. And then we're gonna inhale and relax the knees, relax the pelvic floor, like you've unzipped those muscles. One more time. We're now gonna exhale, squeeze the cushion, squeeze, zip that pelvic floor up and away from the ground floor. And then inhale, down. Good. Just the inhale and the exhale are as important as each other. Well done. We're gonna do some stretches just seated actually. If you've got arms in your chair, wonderful. If not, you can use the sides of the chair. Let's just take our feet quite wide and we're gonna walk our hands over to one side to look over our shoulder. Not too far, just a very gentle twist into the upper body. Look, even if you wanna stay central, you don't wanna twist, you could just look over your shoulder or take your body ever so slightly to the side. Come back to the center. Let's just lift the chin up. chin to chest. Head center and ear to your shoulder. The other shoulder. Roll your chin side to side. Beautiful. Either keep the body to the center. You're just going to look over to one side. We're going to take those hands over that little bit more. A little look over the shoulder. Not too much of a twist. Stomach's relaxed. Chest, just breathe. Oh, I got a bump there. Baby just kicked me. And come to the center and release. Oh, let's just stay sitting down. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Always at the end of these workouts, take a moment to appreciate yourself, that you showed up for yourself today. You brought whatever energy that you could. It could have been a low energy, medium energy, high energy day. This has been a very low energy day for me today. Hopefully that didn't come across in the video. I kind of perked up a little bit, but it can just be hard some days to exercise while you're pregnant, which is why hopefully for you, these follow along workouts are the perfect match in the way that you can do them at any time of the day. You can do as much or as little of them as possible, and you can just be in your pajamas, rock out of bed, you know, just get it done. Something is better than nothing when it comes to working out when pregnant. I will catch you at the next session. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I'm sending you